You can get monthly home delivery of the print edition of PressBox magazine. Just go to the store at PressBoxOnline.com and subscribe today. Well, welcome back to Inside PressBox. Before I introduce our next guest, let's take a look at our Photo of the Week. And as always, the Photo of the Week is brought to you by Yuengling Lager, a true American classic. Taste the quality that 180 years of family-owned and operated tradition brews into every single bottle. Mitch Stringer was at Oriole Park last weekend for the Birds series against the Reds and took this picture of Cardinals catcher Matt Wieters sliding past former Orioles catcher Ramon Hernandez. You can read more about the Orioles at PressBoxOnline.com. Well, the Bayhawks were exactly halfway through the season leading into this weekend and are sitting at exactly 500 at the time we taped this. So joining me right now is not attackman Brendan Cannon, who is injured, but rather the owner and head coach of the Chesapeake Bayhawks, Brendan Kelly. And I thank you for coming in, Brendan.
Thanks for having me.
First of all, owner, coach, must be tough to fire the coach.
Job security, job security. Yeah, it is, it is. You know, I took over last year, midway through the season as head coach. We went through a slump and lost 5 games in a row. Took over, lost my first game, and then won my next 4. And won the MLL championship, which is a great feat. Now we're back in this season. I got the whole season ahead of us. We're 3-3, halfway through. We have a game home this weekend against Rochester down at Navy Marine Corps Stadium, and looking to go 4-3 before the All-Star break, which is the following weekend. So we're in a good shape right now. We just got to play a little bit better. As
important as wins and losses are, you're averaging, am I right, about 800 to 8,500 a game?
Yeah, it's been great. You know, we took the team over last year. When they did, they were averaging about 1,400 fans a game. So it's been a really big surprise for us. We're ahead of where we thought we'd be, and it's good to see the community rallying behind it. But I think it goes to what we've done as an organization, really giving back into the community, the polar bear plunges, and working with Maryland Special Olympics, working with the food banks, doing the Thanksgiving dinners, doing all the different little things, doing clinics out in the community, working with the YMCA, and just really trying to become part of the community and having the community embrace us, and it's shown. It's been great to see it.
Now, one of the things, the indoor lacrosse game,
yes,
a lot of the outdoor purists got turned off by that game, that it's
Cage
not,
match.
It's not really like
Yeah.
lacrosse.
Yeah.
One of the things the outdoor game is it's exactly like the college game that everybody knows and loves.
Yeah, it's a little bit faster. You know, what we've seen really, and the feedback we're getting is people really starting to like the pro game more into college because it's almost a throwback to where college was back in the 70s, where you have two-way midfielders, you know, they're pushing the ball, there's much more action going on versus especially college has become with, you know, every single guy gets taken off the field on offense, every single guy's taken off on defense, 4 or 5 minute offenses, 4 or 3 goal scores. You know, we have a 2-point shot, we have a 60-second shot clock. So it really speeds the game up and you're really never out of it. The 2-point shot's really a unique piece. It's really what happened to basketball back in the day. It really made basketball go from the 4 corners, the Dean Smith 4-corner game,
right,
to really open it up with the shot clock and the 3-point shot. So the MLL's copied that, and it's done very well for us.
One of the other things is it goes back, you're at least semi-old enough to remember when the NHL used to be 6 teams.
Yeah.
They had the AAA of the NHL was fantastic talent. So you now have the real cream of the crop
tough to
of
win.
Players.
It's tough to win.
Every team's got stars all over it.
Every team, 6 teams in the league right now, every team's player wore a C on their chest their senior year. They were the captain of their team their senior year, pretty much, right?
That's a pretty neat statement.
So it's you know, it's tough. You only get to dress 19 guys, so it's tough. I mean, every week I'm taking a 2-time first-team All-American Division I player, Hopkins, Maryland guy, Virginia, Princeton, whatever, Cornell, and I'm telling him he's not dressing. Kid's never heard that before in his life, so it makes it tough. But you know, it's what makes the league great. When you go to a game, every game is just down to the wire. 16-15, again 17-16. The games are just phenomenal, and the players are phenomenal.
Now, the league, the Major Lacrosse League.
Yep.
What's the situation? You got 6 teams right now, correct? You
Yep.
got Long Island, Rochester, Hamilton,
Yep.
Denver, and Chesapeake.
Correct.
And did I leave one?
Boston.
Boston. Is the plan to get to 8 or 10 eventually?
Well, next year there's 2 more teams already, the Charlotte Hounds and the Columbus Machines. So the Columbus Crew, they'll be playing in Crew Stadium down in Charlotte. It's the Bobcats Crew down there that's got behind the Charlotte team down there. And then right now we have 8 other cities with bids in for teams. So we're going to expand 2 teams every single year until we get to 16. So it's just a matter of really picking who the teams are. And we're only going to do 2 a year. So the great news is a lot of people want to get involved in it, which is great, and it's seeing it grow. And I think the talent supports it. That's the most important part. We talk about the 6 teams and where they're at, but really the talent can support 16 teams, and you're going to have 16 competitive teams. When it tried to expand a couple of years ago, I think when it went to 10 teams, the talent wasn't quite there 6 years ago.
Right.
So now, first time ever NCAA game, playoff game, out, west of Mississippi. The best face-off guy in the country is from Louisville, Kentucky in college right now. I mean, the game's getting turned upside down right now. There's guys from Phoenix, Arizona, and Dallas, and Seattle, and Chicago, and even
Texas and Florida are going to start to really be, producing a lot.
Well, even for us, I mean, Stephen Brooks is from Chicago. He's a native from Chicago. He plays for us. He's one of our starters at midfield. He played at Syracuse, and he's a phenomenal player. But he's from Chicago,
Average ticket price, what's it, about $15?
Yeah, $15 gets you into the stadium, and it's all assigned seating. Actually, this Saturday we're playing Rochester. We're actually doing a big 4th of July fireworks show, doing military appreciation night. Wounded Warriors, we're doing a donation to them, along with Town Park, and yeah, it's been a fun event, down in Annapolis.
Can the economic model support a few more? We know it can support a few more teams. Could it support a little longer schedule? Would that work too?
Next year we automatically go to, right now we have 6 home games. Next year we go to 7, the following year we go to 8.
Okay.
So it'll be a 16-game schedule in 2 years. So,
right. Is this guy Cottle working out over there for you?
Yeah, Dave's been great. Dave's been great. Dave's, besides the president of the organization, become a very good friend. I think that
2 Salisbury guys.
Yeah, 2 Salisbury guys getting it done in Annapolis. But, Dave is probably, without a doubt, is probably the smartest lacrosse guy I've been around, X's and O's guy, just a phenomenal guy, great character guy. Watching the players from Virginia and Carolina that play for us now embrace him after the years of hating him is pretty unique to see. He's a great guy. He's done a great job for us, and we appreciate it.
Many thanks for coming in. Continued success. You guys are doing a terrific job down there.
Thank you for having me.
And that is Brendan Kelly. To read the latest news about the Baltimore Orioles, visit csnbaltimore.com. This week, John Eisenberg broke down the good and bad parts of the O season thus far, and you can watch that video at csnbaltimore.com.